everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about H-2B non-agric visa. H-2B non-agric visa. H-2B is one of the temporal work visas that US government give to people. So the H-2A is for agric related visas, and H-2B is non-agric. So today I'm talking about H-2B visa, and that is because there is good news and I want you to listen. So there is usually a cap every year, and the fiscal year we're talking about now is October 1 to September 30th 2025. So we're already done. This is the fiscal year for US government. So for the fiscal year, we have 66,000 per fiscal year. So you have 33,000 for the first half of the year and 33,000 for the second half. So you have 33,000 from October 1st to March 31st. The good news here is that US government has added additional 64,716 more slots to the 66,000 that is the usual annual cap for this H-2B. This is massive, which means many people will be eligible for it. Now, what is the eligibility criteria? You need to have a job offer, okay, and then the company that gave you the job offer will do a few things for you. So your major job is actually to get a job, and in one of the previous video that I had made, I had shown us some of the companies that are hiring massively. They've been employing people from all over the world. So you can go back to that video and be able to see how, to connect some of these companies. You need the employer to petition for you. They will petition for you, submit the application to USCIS when they hire you. So you don't have anything to do at this point. They will also provide the level certification, because they need to show, the employer need to show that there is nobody in the US who will do the job, either because there is no skill to do it or because nobody really wanted to do it. Sometimes, privileged people, they don't want to do certain job, and you won't blame anybody. But also creating opportunity for the world to keep going around, for people from all over the world to join, come to US and work. And then after that, when the petition has been approved, then you will apply. And this brings me to a question someone asked me recently. He benefited from H-1B visa. The employer has filed to USCIS. They have approved. Now it's for him to apply to the embassy for the visa before he will be able to come. So he was asking if he's the one to pay. And I said yes. There is division of labor here. Your employer will file for you, and he has a filing fee. USCIS filing fee is not cheap. I mean, visa fee is a lot cheaper. Everybody applying, going to the embassy to file for visa, pays application fee. Is applicant. You are the applicant, so you'll be the one that will pay the visa fee at that point, and not the employer. In my opinion, it's nothing to bother about. It's nothing compared to what you're going to gain coming to work in America. So please pay. Some employer may want to pay for you, quite all right, but I know a number of employers, when they pay for you, they will still have to recoup it from your total pay package. It may be convenient if they pay for you, probably because you don't have the money at that point, or because the exchange rate with your country's money is somehow, so it's something you can negotiate. But it's good that ideally it is the applicant that pays the application fee at that point. Someone also asked if the family will be able to come. Yes, your family can come with you. However, they will not be able to work they won't be able to work under your visa, but your children can go to school if you have children who are of school age. So it's nothing to worry about. Then the other thing we will talk about here is for for those who get this visa, how long? It's usually 3 years, and many times the expectation will be that you can switch to another category of visa when it expires. Again, it's also good for us to talk about something that just started this year. On November 7th, there was an announcement that certain countries are no longer eligible, and they are massive. Actually, only 88 countries are eligible for H-2A, and only 89 are eligible for H-2B. You will see the link on this video for you to check if your country is eligible or not. Now, I want to quickly say that this eligibility has come to haunt many people, because some people will use the visa. Remember, it's a temporary visa. If you're not going to continue on that visa, you're supposed to have another visa that is, if you're going to continue to be in the US, you will have another visa that is also right, like you change from one category of visa to another. For instance, if you come on this visa, you're not married, and you get a wife or a husband, you will simply switch your status. You apply for change of status because now you're married to maybe an American citizen or a permanent resident in America, so your status will change, and that is legal. So if you have to change, there has to be a process, and you have to follow it. So the experience is that many people either when their visa ends, they will not go home, or they will continue to overstay. It's just like visitor's visa. You come on visitor's visa, you're not expected to overstay. And based on those data, certain countries have been removed from being eligible. You see how it haunts us. You see how we create history that eventually backfires on people who are coming behind us. And that's why it's important that you know what is possible. There is room for you to stay on if you want to, but you need to do the right thing. That's why you have the immigrant lawyers. That's why you have, professionals who will provide you guidance. Yes, there's something else you need to know. Employers are expected to report. So USCIS get routine report on workers' misbehavior or misconduct. Yes. If you do not show, you don't come to work within 5 days, then they will report. If you abscond, if you leave without notice, or you fail to report to work for a period of 5 consecutive days without approval, they will report. If you terminate, if the employer decides to terminate you, they will also report. Okay? If you finish your contract on time, I don't recommend this. Nobody should. I don't recommend any of this anyway. If you finish your contract 30 days before the end of your contract, your employer is expected to report. So you need to know the conditions of each visa category that you are vying for before you enter. And hey, you can be patient. Stick to your contract.